Good Erev Shabbos to one and all. It's been a few weeks since we've connected, and just wanted to show you what's going on here at Beth Jacob and share a short Shabbos message with you. I might be a little in the dark here because I wanted to show you our setup for our outdoor seating where we daven during the week, and for those, the overflow, those who choose to want to daven outside because of the medical reasons of the fresh air, we welcome there's ample space. And as we have our makeshift shul here in the social hall, as we turn around, you can see the chairs, mechitza set up for the women, ample seating for everyone. We try to make it accommodating and beautiful for everyone to enjoy a Shabbos davening, albeit a shorter time that we hear, but nevertheless the camaraderie speaks volumes, bring people together. This Shabbos is a double portion. We read Chukas and Balak due to the fact that Shavuos was 2 days. The second day was on Shabbos. Of course, Shavuos in the Torah is only 1 day. In Eretz Yisrael, they read the next parsha of that Shabbos of Shavuos. Next day, we read for the Yom Tov, and therefore there is a 1 week separation, and there are some parshios that are in tune or in line to read together, and such is the case with Chukas and Balak. So I'd like to share with you a word I heard from Rav Weinfeld in Eretz Yisrael that Chukas and Balak often come together, and that's because in order to love every Jew, you have to know the secret of Chukas. It's known that every Jew has a shoresh. We have a root in the Torah. As they say, there are 600,000 osios, 600,000 letters in the Torah, and there are 600,000 neshamos, 600,000 souls. And every neshama is rooted in an os in the Torah. We all have a chelek, we all have a portion of it into that as well. Now, we could say that there are some Jews that are rooted in the chukim, and therefore the chukim, as we know, are statutes that we don't necessarily know the reasons behind, and therefore if a person is rooted in chukim, that individual, sometimes they're just impossible to understand. But it says by the Parah Aduma, by the red heifer, that Zos Chukas HaTorah. It doesn't say Chukas HaParah. It doesn't say, it says these are the statutes of the Torah. It doesn't say these are the statutes of the cow. But rather these are statutes of the Torah itself, not mentioning the red heifer per se. And the reason is that even though the mitzvos we do, that we think we understand, there are certain aspects that we don't. Because every mitzvah really has an element of chok embedded into it, and something that's beyond our comprehension. And the same thing is true about people. That even the people who we love and know and want to be with, that sometimes we do not understand. And sometimes there are Jews we never understand of why they're doing something. And there's always something about them that is far beyond our comprehension about who they are. And therefore a person could understand about Chukas. A person could appreciate the idea of Chukas, that we don't necessarily understand everything. And it's about the Torah, and that every neshama is rooted in the Torah. That's the case, we can come to the idea of Balak and connect to Balak and say, even Balak, v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, because he understands to love one's neighbor like one loves themselves. He doesn't understand everyone. When he sees someone that he thinks is not lovable, he tells himself that I just don't get it. But nevertheless, I could and I should love him. And this is an important thing to think about in all stages of life and all relationships that we have, especially during this time of tension, of unknown, of uncertainty as it continues on. People act in different ways. But if we keep the message of Chukas and Balak, of the Chok, that we don't understand it, there's some things that people will never understand, but there are reasons for it. And hopefully, through this, we'll come to understand not the person, but to accept the situation, no matter the circumstances. Good to see everyone. Hoping we can reconvene with more and more people attending, coming together in a safe distance, in a healthy manner, and Amir Hashem to be able to be Zocha, to merit all the good things for our families, for our community, for Klal Yisrael, and the entire world. A good Erev Shabbos to one and all.